Dorothea! Dorothea!
Hello, Flayn. What's got you in such a frenzy?
Is it true that you were a diva in Enbar? And that you were praised as having a mystical voice?
I hope I'm more than just my voice, but that's all essentially true, yes.
Then I would beg a boon of you. Would you give me a singing lesson?
Of course. But where is this coming from?
Well, you see, sometimes the soldiers all break out into song. And when they do, I always find myself wanting to join in. Their voices hold such grand aplomb. But the only songs I know are dreadfully old. So, I had hoped that you might instruct me as to the popular songs of modern soldiers.
Is that so? Well, I'd be more than happy to help. In recent years, a new musical style has come into fashion. One involving challenging songs with many overlapping parts. Why don't we start with a little vocal warm-up? Repeat after me.
Certainly, Professor Dorothea.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. My, I feel as if I have become quite good at singing. The power of song is certainly remarkable. It is as if I have been revitalized from the very core of my being.
I agree. Songs can be very empowering indeed. In fact, I recently heard an old tale about how a song once ended a war.
Truly? I have never heard this tale. Would you mind regaling me with it?
Sadly, I don't know much more beyond that. I'll do some digging, but the person I heard it from wasn't too familiar with the story. Try not to get your hopes up, okay?
Oh, I see. Perhaps my brother might.
Hmm?
Oh, it is nothing. Since you will be looking into it, I shall do a bit of digging as well. If I learn anything, I will be certain to tell you. Dorothea, I have it!
Oh, you have what?
I have learned more about the story you mentioned the other day. The one regarding the song that ended a war.
That's incredible. How did you manage it? I've been asking around myself, but I haven't learned a thing.
I actually asked my brother. Or to be more specific, I just so happened to stumble across it in one of his books.
I see. And what did it say?
It is the story of a woman who ended a war with a song. This took place a short while after the Empire emerged victorious from the War of Heroes. The brother of an imperial noble started a conflict regarding the succession of their territory. It was a minor struggle at first, but gradually the other neighboring lords became caught up as well. It became quite the event. One thing spiraled into another, and soon they were on the cusp of a war that threatened to splinter the very empire itself.
Nobles are always like that, no matter the era.
At the time, one woman was very worried about the state of affairs. A childhood friend of the two brothers on opposite sides of the struggle.
Oh, now that's a development right out of the storybooks.
She made her way to the battlefield, which was on the brink of exploding into violence, stood between the two armies, and began to sing. She filled her every word with the hope that the brothers would not be driven to fight, And it went like this. I remember with fondness days long past with those I love. With warmth in my heart I think of them and sing to the stars up above. Hands once linked now carry swords, filled with rage and bloody, and with their smiles forgotten, they seek the sweet release of death. The sound of her voice in song moved not only the hearts of the two brothers, but of their armies as well. Soon, they all dispersed and returned to their homes. Having settled their differences, the brothers petitioned the Emperor to change their territories. So that there would be no lingering grudge, they asked to be given lands at the east and west ends of the Empire, with the capital betwixt. And that is the tale of how House Fenja and House Menja came to be.
You know, I just realized something. The name of the Middle Franc Opera Company means friendship at the center. It's taken from a festival of singing and dancing that was held in the capital long ago in the hopes of fostering peace. Maybe the origins of this festival are found in the story you just told me.
Do you truly think so?
Noble houses divided with the capital between them? Singing and dancing in the center for peace? I don't think it's a coincidence.
Now that you say it, I find I must agree. Which would mean that you, Dorothea, diva of the Middle Franc Opera Company, might use your talent to bring about the end of war. That would be quite something were it to come to pass.
I wonder. But let's put old tales aside for now and continue our lessons, shall we? Perhaps if we pray and sing for peace, happiness really will find us all.